house?
Yes.
Okay. Is the house worth more than $100,000, $200,000?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would suggest, and do you have any stocks and bonds and any retirement funds?
Yes.
Okay. All of those things, if you want them to go to whoever you want, you should put them in the trust so that when you do pass away, and I hope it's not for forever and ever, but when you do pass away, those things, your retirement funds, accounts,
in the will?
your house. Yeah, hold on a second. Your house, if they are in the trust, then when you pass away, they will go to your designated person, the beneficiary.
Well, that's what I did.
But if the items are not in the trust, then that will not happen.
Let me give you an example. What I'm holding up here. This phone is the trust, and this is your property. Unless you get the property into the trust, when you pass away,
everything. I went to a paralegal,
okay.
and he made up the will with the trust deed and everything there.
Okay. Well, I'm not convinced that you're protected. I think you should go see a probate attorney, not a paralegal. It sounds like you've got substantial assets, and you need to make sure that you're protected. You may have the documents set up, but it doesn't sound to me like your material possessions are in the trust yet. To answer your specific question, you can specifically exclude beneficiaries from any item you want, and you can put a non-contestability clause in the trust and in the will that says if anybody contests it, they don't get their share that they were given in the trust or the beneficiary. But I advise you that I really think you need to go see a real lawyer, because it sounds like you have substantial assets, and I'm not convinced that you're protected even though you have these documents. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Sheila, thanks for calling Legal Help Live. What Sheila will be buying when she sees a real attorney is peace of mind, because then she will know that she has done everything she can in order to protect her interest and the interest of the beneficiary that she wants to get the property.
And I'm not saying that these are scams, but these are just like the same people, unfortunately, who have foreclosure problems and end up going to some guy in the street as opposed to somebody who actually is licensed and bonded, etc. But
yes.
Okay. Let's go back to John. I understand John's back on the phone.
All right. John, come on back.
Sorry about that. My reception's not that. So let me just restate what happened.
No, I understand what happened.
So I'm a golfer.
John, we got all that.
John,
where we left off.
You're a golfer.
Yeah, where we left off was you were already injured, and you were about to say something that happened at the time that you were injured. That's where we left off.
Right. So the door opens onto me, and as I said, I got cut. But when I reached out to stop the door from opening into me, this automatic door, it has glass. It's made of glass with a metal rim, and then the glass on that door broke. When the glass broke, my was cut. Gash in my hand. My hand was basically sliced open by the door, and the security guard told me afterwards that this door was actually cracked already. And so I guess maybe they knew about this, and they probably should have fixed it.
Okay,
but anyway, now because of this injury, I'm not going to be able to play for the rest of the season.
How good of a golfer are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, I'd say.
Wait.
Playing for a number of years, but
every golfer says that. Are you a?
Oh no.
Are you a low,
I'm a golfer. I'm not very good.
Are you a low handicapper?
Me? Yeah. Of course.
Okay. Well, assuming, let's get to the liability. It's apparent there was a potential product liability. So the store that you were going into may well be liable. The manufacturer of the door may well be liable. The manufacturer of the glass will be liable. You could be and there are all kinds of other things where there are parts and manufacturers and subparts may all be liable. This glass probably shouldn't have happened. The ownership had notice of it. So you've got all the makings of a personal injury case. You've also got injury, and the question is damages. And if you really were going to be a professional golfer, you might be losing millions of dollars if your game, if you can't play, et cetera, et cetera. and that's a question of proof. So this could be a massive case, assuming you're a decent golfer. On the other hand, even if you're not a decent golfer, but you lose part of the use of your hand, which I hope you don't, the case could have lots of value to it. So this is the kind of case where you need to get investigation done right away, and you need to get to a lawyer, because I suspect you're going to have to file a lawsuit. You've got to worry about statute of limitations and other things. So it sounds to me that this is a decent case.
Yeah, and you know what, John? You don't want to undervalue the potential loss here. What year are you in college?
I'm a second year.
Okay, so you're
sophomore.
a sophomore. So you do have some time to recover and play next year. But lost time in a sport that is as competitive at this level and then the professional level as golf is, I don't want to say this because I hope it's not true, but you may have sustained a loss of income that's going to be incredible. It's possible. So I don't want you to say, oh, well, it's just a gash, I've just lost one season. I want you to go to a competent lawyer who will not undervalue your loss. You got all that?
All right. Well,
and you need to
thank you for the advice, guys.
And you need to make sure that you get competent medical treatment to get better, because the better you get, the better you're going to be, and the better happy you're going to be. And plaintiffs who try and get better, and you don't sound like a slouch, and want to play the sport, you'll get some compensation, but in the long run, you'll probably make a lot more money playing golf if you're great. If you played like me,
I will do that.
If you played like me, you'd want to never get better. But thanks for calling.
Okay, John, thanks for calling Legal Help Live. We've got a lot of people we want to talk to.
That's what this show's all about.
Well, let's go back to the phones.
You took a deep breath. It bothers me. Okay, let me take
I'm
your
not breathing.
Oh my goodness.
No, don't worry about it. Fortunately, I stopped breathing.
We need a younger host.
Let's go to Carl.
Or Charles.
Yes.
Carl, how are you?
I'm okay.
Carl,
okay.
where are you calling from?
L.A.
What part of L.A.? It's a great big town.
West L.A.
West L.A. Okay. Know the place well. How can we help you?
Okay, I have a situation. I had just bought a new car.
Okay.
When I drove off the lot, I had insurance for X amount of days. Very next day, I got hit. I was in a car accident. The person who hit me, or we exchanged information, got insurance and everything. So it's been almost 20 days. I tried to call her insurance, and they stating that they cannot get in contact with her or to find a solution to this problem. And they was recommending me that I would use my insurance. And I want to know if that's a logical thing to do, or should I wait until they analyze or for them to investigate?
Okay, let me ask just a couple of questions. Was this just a little fender bender where the bumper's damaged, or are there people injured in this situation?
Fender bender.
And how much damage to your car?
$2,300.
And what's your deductible?
$1,000.
Okay, well, so what you're going to end up doing, first of all, turn it into your insurance company, unless you want to pay it yourself. Turn it into your insurance company. Is it an accident where you weren't on any fault, you were stopped, and somebody rear-ended you, or?
Yeah. What happened?
What were the facts of the accident?
What really happened? I was in the left turning lane, right at the beginning of the turn lane, turn inward to make left-hand turn. The other driver was coming behind me. I guess the individual couldn't wait to turn to get in the turn lane. She just shot by me and clipped me on my left fender.
Okay, well, it sounds like she tried to go around you, so she's probably legal. You make a police report, you turn it in. If there's more than $750 of property damage, you have to turn it. You got to file an SR, I think it's called SR1, with the Department of Motor Vehicles. You turn it into your insurance company. You let them deal with it.